Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, this is Dady Kid with 4 stars Radio TV right here in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. Today, I'm so excited. You know what? We always say when a woman gets a position, she rules a nation. And so I'm here excited, very, very excited, and especially some of us who have no information. And so this time, right here with me is somebody special. I want her to introduce herself so you can see exactly who we're going to talk to and then what you have to do next. You know what? I'm so excited, Corinne, to see you, especially your smile and the way you present yourself and everybody you can see around Corinne. Who is Corinne?
I am Karen Rene, and I'm running for the congressional seat for the 13th district here in Georgia. And I'm very happy to be here, and thank you for having me, Danny K. I really do appreciate it, giving me an opportunity to speak with your community and the residents of the 13th district. It is real critical for us to get out during this election, to get out to vote. And some of the things that I really want to express to our family members who are coming over from outside the United States and coming to the States looking for a better opportunity and a greater lifestyle. I want to express to them that things that I would definitely want to work on is to make sure that the immigrants that we have a clear path, a shorter path, a less stressful path to citizenship. We want to make sure that green cards are issued in a proper fashion so that they can get their work visas, and to make sure that when they are here, they can help bring over family members to also become citizens as well. It is critical for us to have the American dream to be held for all of our people and to express the love that we could do.
Okay. Now, talking about the district, the Chatham district.
Yeah.
Is it your first time running for Congresswoman, or you've did it before?
All right, so this is my first time running for Congress, and we will win. But it's not my first time being elected. I've been a city council member for 10 years, serving as a city council member, serving our communities, making sure that our people are being treated fairly and receiving the things that they need. So I have a really good track record of getting stuff done. And I was asked to run for Congress because they want me to bring that same kind of passion and the intentionality to Congress as well.
Same kind of passion and intentionality to the community as well. Not only council, but now we're moving higher. You see, the more you determine, the better you get it. Now let's talk about the district, the 13th district.
Okay.
What counties comprises of the 13th district? Because somebody might not know from DeKalb County, Henry County. Yeah. So explain that part.
It's big. It's 6 counties. And it goes all the way from Gwinnett County all the way down to Clayton and Henry. In Gwinnett, you have several cities. You have Liburn, you have Lawrenceville, you have Loganville, you have Grayson, and you also have that part of Rockbridge that goes into Rockdale County. And it's the entire county of Rockdale. It's also parts of Newton County, which covers the Covington area. Mm-hmm. And then it goes over to DeKalb County, a small part of DeKalb, and that's Ellenwood, Rex, and Flakes Mill area over there. And then it goes down to Clayton County, and it's a lower part of Clayton County. And with Clayton County, it's Morrow, Jonesboro, Lovejoy, Panhandle, and parts of McDonough, which has that Hamilton address. And it goes over to Stockbridge, Henry County. And then you have, in Henry County, you got Stockbridge, you got Lakes Priory, Lake Capri, Lake Swan, but also in Clayton, you got Bonanza and Anvil. And so in all of Stockbridge, and Stockbridge goes back up into Rockdale as well. And so it's all of those cities and those counties. Now, I'm not running against Hank Johnson, so I just want people to know that.
Okay.
A lot of times people think over in the Rockdale area.
I was about to ask that.
Yeah. So I'm not running against Hank. So if you see my name on the ballot, because it is such a widespread district, I'm Karen Rene, and I'm next to the last on the ballot. So you have to go all the way down for Karen Rene.
Okay. Who is eligible to vote?
Eligible to vote. Oh, that's good, because I worked with the NAACP for years, and I was their program director. So we used to get that question a lot. So those people who are here in the country, only citizens of the United States can vote, right? So 18 years and older can vote. Early voting starts April 29th, and May 21st is the last day to vote. And there are some Saturdays and Sundays where you can vote. If you have a felony or a misdemeanor, if you have a misdemeanor, you can still vote. No problems. If you have a felony and you're off paper, what that means is you're off probation, off paying all your fines are paid up, you can vote in the state of Georgia. You don't have to go back and restore your rights or anything like that. Once you're completed on all of your paperwork, like probation and your fines, you're eligible to go back and vote again if you're registered.
Okay, and then how about if somebody just realized, but the person hasn't registered to vote yet at this very short time? How can the person get registered and then have the opportunity to vote?
I'm imploring everybody to do this. Go to myvoterpage.org and you go voter, VOTER, page, PAGE, myvoterpage.org, and you could register to vote online. It's really easy. It's less than 10 minutes. If you have a Georgia valid ID, they're going to ask you for your Georgia valid ID number, your last 4 digits of your social security, and you're pretty much registered. You put your address and your name in there, email address or something like that. So if there's a problem with your registration, they can email you or mail you and say, can you complete this? But for the most part, it only takes about 2 or 3 minutes to register.
Okay.
And it'll be great if they register other people in their community. What happens is you have to be registered to vote at least 30 days prior to the election. And so if you register today, you can still vote by May 21st.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I got it. Those of you who are listening to us, this is me, Dady K, and then Rene, who is standing for the 13th Congresswoman. Try, do your best. GOAV, get out and vote. That's all what it is. We just want everybody's voice to be heard. It is very important. This is the primaries. Rene, how is it important for this primary? Because there's a lot of experts who says the primaries determine the general election.
Right. And the primaries is really the most critical part of the race. It determines who goes up for you in November. And what we really want to do is to make sure that, one, you send the right person who's going to be engaged in your community and making sure that your needs are met. Also, this too, a lot of my brothers and sisters are entrepreneurs and business owners. We want to make sure that when you go to Small Business Administration, that we streamline those applications to make sure that they're faster and they're easier to read and easier to understand and easier to complete. And we want to raise the capital, because a lot of times small businesses, they struggle because they don't have the capital they need. And so with the small business, we want to make sure we raise it from 5 million to 10 million. We want to make sure that we get a faster result in the application process so that people can continue to grow their businesses. And that's going to be critical for a lot of us who are doing business, especially in the 13th district, because we have a lot of business owners who need capital to continue to grow.
And what kind of business is there? Any business, entrepreneur, LLC?
Yep. Right, absolutely right. And so what happens is in the Small Business Administration, they also have like what they call a grade A process where you will be able to get contracts through the Small Business Administration, where big corporations will have to provide contracts for minority groups and small business. So there's a lot of funding out there so that we can work with the people in the community. So transportation, we have a lot of people who come over, don't really speak the language a lot, but they love like the transportation and doing like traveling back and forth to the airport, picking up. But what if you had a fleet of cars?
Okay.
And you wanted to make sure that you employ other people that came over, but you needed a fleet of cars and buses or whatever. So now you're in the transportation business, but you can grow the business as well. It's not like New York where you have to get the medallion. This is totally different. So if you had a business in transportation, That's a business. We have a lot of young ladies that come over and they can do awesome with the hair and the braiding. But you want to grow your space. You want to own your own building, perhaps, and you want to put more braiders in there. And how you do that is you might want to go through the Small Business Administration to get the capital that you need with a lower interest rate to help you to proceed. And also, the USDA, I want to tell all your listeners that USDA will provide home loans for you. Those people who are into the market of buying a home, check out the USDA, because there are certain areas where you could go and get a USDA loan to buy a home with extremely low interest rate with no money down. And your interest, what's that? What does they say? Your credit scores. Your credit scores does not have to be 800 or 700. You can have a decent credit score and still get a USDA loan. So we want to provide those kind of informations and be in the community to make sure our people have the access to capital that they need to grow.
Okay. If you can make any better decision, unless you get the better information.
Yeah.
And Corinne is giving us, this is just the business. We are only touching the basis of it.
Right.
But I'm telling you, after all, we can go to her and talk to her. She is sitting right here with me. It's not a magic. All you have to do is just be somebody who is submissive to lead the people. So, Corinne, let me ask you this, the early voting and then the day of the vote.
Right.
So explain that part also for us.
So early voting starts April 29th. April 29th is early voting. And you can vote all the way up to May 17th for early voting. And there are some Saturday and some Sunday votings. So please go out and do early voting. We want to win this in the early voting. And then on May 21st is the last day to vote for your candidate of choice.
Okay, and they can go to the electoral areas.
Right, then they have to go to their own poll. But early voting, you could go, like if you live in Gwinnett, you can go anywhere in Gwinnett and vote for early voting. But the day of the election, and we already know how that can be problematic. A lot of the polling places have changed. A lot of the addresses have shifted. So I recommend that you go early voting, because you don't want to be caught up in these problematic long lines. People not understanding where your polling places are and those kind of stuff. But you can also find that same information on myvoterpage.com.
myvoterpage.com. So every information for right now, this is the basic fundamental information that you need to go and vote. Get out and vote. GOAV. That is what you have to put in your mind. We have the person right here. Like I said, she's not a magic, but this is what she is saying. She's been there. She knows what it is, and she's telling us. So on the 27th, early voting. If you don't want any hassle, just on your way home, stop by a couple minutes, couple hours, just do it and go, because let the vote be heard. And so, Corinne, now finally, what do you want to say to our community, especially, I mean, the whole world and our community who lives here in the 13th district?
I want to say, I'm very honored. I'm very honored to be here and to have you to have me on your radio show. It means a lot to me, and I'm very grateful for that. And if you vote for me, I promise you I won't let you down. I am one of the people who are engaged in the community, have been for the last 10 years. And there's nothing greater than improving the lives of your own people. And so if you give me your opportunity to vote for you and stand for you, I promise you that I will make you proud.
I want to ask you this question is just out of the box. Okay. Why are you so humble?
Well, I grew up in Selma, Alabama on a farm. I grew up in Selma, Alabama on a farm. And my parents, they really believed in us and showed us a lot of love and wanted us to do good in life. My grandparents had bought some land. My great-grandparents had bought land, and that land has been in my family for years. And so I don't know. I grew up in the church. We just always believed, my parents always instilled in us that everybody deserves to be treated with humanity, dignity, and respect. And I've kind of carried that throughout the years with me.
Wow. I'm short of words. I don't have anything to say anymore. And when you meet a dignity who is so humble, you just can't say that much. And just try. All you have to do is just get out and go and vote. I'm speaking to somebody right now. See somebody who can understand your values and try to come and help you out. So we've heard this is I said, let me repeat myself again. This is just the basic fundamentals. Let's go and vote, get the right person of our choice, and let's see what is going to happen. Sky is the limit. So Four Stars Radio, TV, Atlanta, Georgia, USA, myself, Dady K, right here with Miss Karen Rene. I'm so excited. I'm so happy, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And hope with all our prayers, that our brothers and sisters will also go and support, so we can get to where we want to get, especially from your vision, so we can all get out from what our struggles right now and become financial freedom someday. So thank you once
Thank you.
again,
Thank
and
you.
thank you. And uh, every opportunity that I have, I will do my best to support.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I
Thank you
really
very
do.
much.
Thank you.
Hope to see you next time.
Yeah, that'd be
Thank you.
great. Oh, I'd
Thank
love
you.
to come back again.
Thank you. All right.
All right.
All right. All right, guys. You know what? Like I said, just do the best you can. Let's go and vote and support for this great cause. Thank you very much. And stay tuned right here in Four Stars Radio TV and support for this great cause. We pass the information to you to make a better choice, create a better foundation, and then we move from our nuclear family to the city, state, and everywhere, so people can be beneficial from what you've learned from my information. Is always the key. We got some of it, and we're going to come back and get the full version of it. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.